Hey, this is Marsha from Markets of Sunshine. I hope you're having a great day today, and welcome back to my channel. So today this is all about green crafting, and I'm going to show you how you can use elements around your house to make all of these beautiful projects. So we're going to be using, I'll show you how to use your recycle, your mail, your packaging, your supplies you have on hand already. So let's just jump right in and get started, and I'm going to show you what I used to make all of these projects today. So this is just going to be like a show and tell. It's not a how-to process video, but more of a show and tell. So I used a silk flower. I used the packaging from a pasta box. I just peeled off one of the petals here at the bottom of the flower, and that was exactly what I used to make this bookmark and the decorative card that you see. I had a recycled piece of plastic from my laminating machine. I have cardstock here. I have an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock and vintage lace here, a button, a yo-yo that I made from fabric. So all of these elements right here is what I used to make this. So here was the beginnings of it. Piece of cardstock, 8.5 by 11, cut in half, and then this piece of scrapbook paper that I cut down to fit. And then all I did was cut out the piece of plastic pocket to hold my bookmark, and I stitched it first to the cardstock. Then I came back and stitched the cardstock to the scrapbook paper to the cardstock. Okay, so that was that element using these supplies right here. Okay, so all of this is what I used to make the beautiful card and the bookmark, which you could put in a journal. Alright, so that's project number one. Let's move him out of the way. Alright, project number two was using a book page. So I just took a book page. Any old book page will do out of a book. And then all of my threads that I have left over, I just put them in a little pile. And a piece of scrap cardstock, one of my vintage hanky printables that I made myself. It goes right there in the pocket. And then I used up my distressing ink, used some of that, another piece of cardstock here, little scraps of fabric snippets, inked all of that up, and then I just glued and made the pocket, put the cardstock on, glued the piece to the bottom, glued the fabric and the thread to the middle. That was that project. That quick and easy to do. Next project on the agenda was using a junk mail envelope. Okay, so all I did was opened it up, made a template onto a piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, well cardstock, and then down here at the end, this envelope is bigger than the 12 by 12. So what happened here is all I had to do was traced out the envelope, and then the leftover on the edge is what I cut, and I filled it in so that then when I closed the flap, see, no, otherwise you would have seen that white through here. But now I just stitched it on my machine, or you could glue it, either way. And then now this is my template that I will use for future envelopes just by taking the other cardstock. But then this junk mail envelope made this beautiful collage, and I just took papers and tore them up, made a beautiful collage, inked around some of the paper edges, book pages. This is a piece of fabric here, so you can use fabric. You can mix and match fabric. Lots of fabric I used here, and your papers. This is my vintage hanky printable as well. Okay, so that was that project. So now I have another envelope template that I can use for numerous times. And now this here is just another envelope that came with a greeting card in it. And so I dyed it, and now do the same thing. Just open it up, lay it on a piece of cardstock, trace around all the edges, and then you can use that one as a template, and then this one you can decorate it up. Okay, so this is the same thing that I did here. So this was an envelope that came in with a card in it, some from a friend, and then now what have I done? I've just taken and I decided, okay, first of all, I'm looking at this envelope. All right, I've got it opened up. How do I want this to go in my junk journal? So I said, okay, I decided which direction I wanted it to go in. So these two flaps would fold in here, this would fold in here, and then this would close here. So now the book page, I want it to be where I can read it. I don't want it upside down in my journal, but you could put it sideways. We do that a lot. Okay, so if I put it like this, though, on the right side of my journal, all right, now when I look at it on this side, it's going to be able where you could read the print just so that it looks better to the eye. I could also put it on this left side, have it a left fold, and then it would be on that side. But I've decided I'm going to do it this way, so it's going to go on the journal this way. Then when I open it up, I'll be able to access this pouch and put anything in that pocket and put anything in there that I want. So just look at how beautiful that turned out. Just gorgeous. Okay, so all I did was opened up the envelope and then traced it again on a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, and then saved that for a template. And then I just took all my fabric scraps, cut them into smaller pieces using pinking shears to give it some decorative edge, and I turned it into this beautiful, beautiful envelope. You can use this for your Happy Mail. It makes a beautiful presentation and a gift. So what do you think? Isn't that just gorgeous? Absolutely so simple and so easy to do. Okay, so again, those are the 3 projects that I made, and I know that these are something that you can do, that you can turn any envelope into a green crafting gift in just a matter of minutes. So each of these projects, this one took me probably no more than 10 minutes to make this one. This one here, I would say probably took me maybe 15 minutes to make this one. Didn't take very long at all. This one, because you have to cut up all the pieces of paper, I would say half an hour to do this one. And this one was the longest. This one took me an hour to make. Okay, because when you're cutting up all these little pieces of fabric and deciding how you're going to lay it out, you know, it takes some time for design thought. You have to, you know, you're going to have to think it through. So this took the longest. So this was an hour. So, but just to show you, so 10-minute projects, and then 30-minute project, and then an hour project. So just decide, you know, how much time you want to spend sitting watching TV in the evening with your family, and or by yourself if you live alone. But quick and easy gifts that you can do to recycle, spending no money, and being able to give beautiful gifts that are one of a kind that nobody else will have. So I hope you enjoyed this video and help me to reach my 200 subscriber goal. So if you're new to my channel, welcome, and I hope you will subscribe, and I will be giving away 2 $10 credits to my Etsy shop. So the Markets of Sunshine Etsy shop, a $10 credit, the Pioneer Fundraiser Etsy shop, a $10 credit. So head on over to Etsy. I'll have the links in the description box below. You can check them out. You might find some goodies already, and you just can't wait for the giveaway. That's wonderful. Just go right ahead and pick up anything that you see there that you want, and otherwise wait for the giveaway to have a $10 credit. And if you join my mailing list, you get a 25% off coupon code, and that's good internationally and in the United States. So thank you again, and I hope you have a great day. And I think this is probably the shortest video I've made in a while. So thanks for watching, and I hope you'll watch it from beginning to end and give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and join my community by subscribing and hit the little bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. Thank you again, and have a great day. Bye-bye.